Today on People Now, Roseanne Barr speaks out again about the drug she says made her fire off racist tweets.
Is Henry Cavill leaving his role as Superman or not? We'll tell you what we've learned.
Rihanna closes New York Fashion Week with her Savage show.
I think I'm going to win this thing.
We're taking you behind the scenes with the newest contestants on Dancing with the Stars.
I think that he was more nervous than I was at that stage, yes.
Peter Murgatroyd tells us about the good, the bad, and the jealous parts of working with her hubby Max on her new movie.
It's all today on People Now.
Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to People Now. Thursday,
Woo-hoo.
almost the weekend.
Yes.
But more importantly than that, we're very excited. It's International Chocolate Day, everybody.
Woo! And to celebrate this mouth-watering holiday, we are dying to know what's your favorite chocolate dessert. Yeah, these are too good. Tweet us your favorite chocolate dessert with the hashtag PeopleNow. You may see it on the show, or send us some of your favorite chocolate desserts. We'll take them.
To the office. We'll check in on your responses a little later, but for now, here's what you need to know and what's trending today. Hurricane Florence has weakened to a Category 2 storm, but the National Weather Service warned on Thursday that a storm's category does not reflect the amount of possible damage and catastrophic flooding that it can cause. As Florence comes within 200 miles of Wilmington, North Carolina, its winds are reportedly down from 140 to 110 miles per hour, but the National Weather Service predicts that the storm will move more slowly as it approaches the coast and heads inland, with the National Hurricane Center explaining that sustained winds from a Category 2 storm will cause extensive damage. Well-constructed houses could see major roof damage, trees could snap or be uprooted, and complete power outages could last for several weeks. North Carolina, South Carolina, Georgia, Virginia, and Maryland are all at risk of experiencing the storm, which will arrive late Thursday or early Friday. Officials pleaded with more than 1 million residents in the storm's path to evacuate, with North Carolina Governor Roy Cooper saying on Wednesday, quote, "The time to prepare is almost over. Disaster is at the doorstep." South Carolina Governor Henry McMaster agrees, saying you got to get away from what's coming. He goes on to add, at some point, the rescuers will not be able to rescue you. FEMA tweeted this on Thursday, some stats to be aware of. Just 6 inches of moving water can knock a person down, while 2 feet of moving water can sweep a vehicle away. Very important to be aware of your surroundings and stay clear of floodwater. States of emergency have been declared in the Carolinas, Virginia, Georgia, and Maryland, while a number of schools and universities have canceled classes in anticipation of the storm. If you are in the path of the storm and are not under evacuation, Weather Channel meteorologist Dr. Erica Navarro tells people that having enough supplies is key. Navarro suggests having at least a 2-week supply of food and water for yourself and your pets, as well as flashlights and batteries in case you lose power and water. She also recommends filling prescriptions and your car's gas tank ahead of time if you can, though many gas stations in affected areas have already been seen posting out of service signs. Navarro also suggests taking out cash and having that on hand in case ATMs are down after the storm. And lastly, if you do lose power, she advises not to use candles or open flames for light, as they can cause fires after a storm. Now, early on Thursday, President Donald Trump tweeted about the impending storm, writing, "We are completely ready for Hurricane Florence. As the storm gets even larger and more powerful, be careful." In response to the threat of Hurricane Florence, Airbnb has made its accommodations free for evacuees and disaster relief workers of Hurricane Florence. The home sharing and travel company is offering free lodging in a number of metro areas across North and South Carolina, Georgia, and Virginia through its Open Homes program. You can go to airbnb.com/openhomes for more information on that. Now watch this.
Well, I've done some weird things on Ambien, and I think a lot of people have too. I've heard from thousands of people about it.
Roseanne Barr is back to discussing the drug that she said made her fire off racist tweets back in May. Barr sat down with Dr. Oz for the season 10 premiere of his show, telling Oz that, quote, Ambien is a weird drug. She went on to explain that Ambien had messed with her in the past and caused her to overeat, saying, quote, I Ambien eat like how Tiger Woods Ambien drove. That was her quote. But Dr. Oz was not buying Barr's explanation, telling her he looked up Ambien and tweeting is not a side effect. The tweet Oz is referring to is when Barr referenced former Barack Obama advisor Valerie Jarrett, who is black. Barr wrote Muslim Brotherhood and Planet of the Apes had a baby equals VJ. She also retweeted a number of conspiracy theories. Now, those tweets resulted in ABC dropping her revival of the show Roseanne. What's going on here? Is Henry Cavill still our Superman or not? The actor seemingly responded to reports that he left the Superman franchise in this funny video on Instagram. The Justice League star shared the video Wednesday, captioning it, "Today was exciting, Hashtag Superman. His manager, Danny Garcia, tweeted out his post, leaving fans no clue as to whether Cavill was staying on as the Cape Crusader or not. One fan tweeted, "What does this mean?" with a very fitting gif. Yeah, a little frustrated. Tell me! Another fan writing, "Take that cape out of the closet and put it on this man." The video comes hours after reports that Cavill would no longer portray the iconic superhero. A spokesperson for Warner Brothers told People in a statement earlier on Wednesday, quote, "While no decisions have been made regarding any upcoming Superman films, we've always had great respect for and a great relationship with Henry Cavill, and that remains unchanged." I mean, look at the face. He's got the look. To me, he's got to keep being Superman. We'll find out. Watch this.
You know, success is always a great form of revenge.
Oh, snap. The queen of the clapback, Tinashe, will be competing on the upcoming season of Dancing with the Stars. We all remember her drama after basketball pro Ben Simmons allegedly cheated on her with Kendall Jenner, but it sounds like she's doing just fine, guys. Our producer, Allie, caught up with the competitors following Wednesday's official reveal. It looks like a Bachelor fan favorite has a clapback of his own. Joe on Dancing with the Stars, how do we think he's going to do?
Oh, he's going to be terrible.
Well, I guess Chris is just going to have to see like everyone else. And you know what, Chris? I think I'm going to win this thing.
Yeah, you hear that, Chris Harrison? Joe also opened up about the upcoming Bachelor season, telling us he might have been handing out the roses if things didn't work out in paradise.
If they would ask me and me and Kendall didn't work out, I would have said, yeah, sure.
Yeah.
And just like I did with Dancing with the Stars, yeah, might as well, right?
How do you think Colton's going to do?
I think he's going to do good. Yeah.
What do you think his ideal girl would be?
Ooh, Colton's ideal girl. Let's go brunette.
Hotel. Are you doing like a full description?
I don't know. I guess I'm just going to keep going. Let's go brunette, about 5'7", maybe you know, little busty. You know, I don't know. I
Yeah, a few specifics in there. Speaking of love, fellow contestant Nikki Glaser is good friends with Pete Davidson. What are her thoughts on Pete and Ariana's whirlwind engagement?
I judged Roast Battle, and he was a guest judge on it. And the whole time they were texting, and I was trying to read their text messages, but I really didn't get any good scoop for you. She was sending a lot of cute selfies of herself, and I was like, oh my God, their romance is like still as hot as it was in the beginning, and I'm obsessed with them. I love them, and I think they're gonna last. I am like so jealous of their love. Like, I think that's the point of life, is to be that in love as those two are right now. And it's not sustainable, but I do think they will last.
She's your favorite, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, she's going to do great.
Definitely.
Happy to hear that from her. Stick around. We have more from the season 27 cast, including Facts of Life star Nancy McKeon, who is opening up about Charlotte Rae's lasting legacy. And you have more for us in Star Trek.
Yes, we are kicking off Star Treks with the closeout of New York Fashion Week. Rihanna gave us the grand finale to New York Fashion Week with her Savage X Fenty show on Wednesday night at the Brooklyn Navy Yard, showcasing the singer's 90-piece collection of lingerie, sleepwear, and accessories. And it was quite the show. Models like Gigi and Bella Hadid walked the grassy runway, while underwear-clad dancers followed closely behind. But it wasn't just about supermodels like the Hadids. Riri was sure to showcase diversity, including not one, but two pregnant models, in addition to plus-size models and women of color. The whole line is available in a wide range of sizes, from 32A to 44DD in bras. When the line was first announced in May, Rihanna told Vogue, "Women should be wearing lingerie for their damn selves. I can only hope to encourage confidence and strength by showing lingerie in another light. I want people to wear Savage X Fenty and think, I want a bad bitch. I want women to own their beauty." I love that. The final season of Game of Thrones is rumored to be coming in the first half of 2019, which means we are only a few months away from the final 6 episodes of the epic HBO series. One of the stars of the show, Peter Dinklage, took a break from his pursuit of the Iron Throne to promote his new film, I Think We're Alone Now, co-starring Elle Fanning. But that didn't stop him from giving some hints about the final season. When asked if season 6's Battle of the Bastards can be topped, Tyrion himself only had one thing to say.
Oh my God, and then some. Yeah, you're in for it. Truly.
Ooh, we're excited. Dinklage is nominated for his 7th Emmy for his role as the cunning Tyrion Lannister. We'll find out on Monday if he takes home the trophy for the 3rd time. Well, in a sit-down with People's Just Kegel, Tonight Show host Jimmy Fallon is remembering how his wife Nancy totally ruined his initial plans to propose to her. Why did he have love, marriage, and laser tag on his mind? Take a look.
I opened the door and she goes, "Hi, honey." She goes, "I have a surprise for you." I'm like, I have a surprise. like, I'm like, okay, I hope it doesn't top my surprise. She goes, we're gonna go to a Per Se, which is a great restaurant.
Yeah.
I go, oh my God, I always wanted to go there. I go, I don't want to propose in Per Se because what if one year it moves locations and now it's not, and years later I'm gonna have kids and go, your mom and I got married. I know it's a laser tag place, but at one point, it was a very fancy restaurant. Yeah, exactly, so I didn't want that happening.
Hey, by the way, that place is still there, Jimmy. You could have gone through with it. Instead, Jimmy says he drank a little too much that night and decided to wait another 3 months before the perfect opportunity finally appeared.
I did it at the summer home our parents have on Lake Winnipesaukee in New Hampshire.
Oh, that's nice.
And I went out to the dock, and I said, don't cry. Don't cry when you do it. Let her cry first. Don't, because I'm a pretty mushy guy, but I'm like, it's such a big deal, and it's overthought in my head, and I just wanted it to be perfect. And I go, don't cry. Let her cry first. I go, honey. And then I got down on one knee, and I immediately like, one, two, people, one, two. And she's like, are you having a stroke? You know, like half my face was, I was smelling burnt toast. And I go, oh God, it's like, when two people love each other. And she's like, oh my goodness, so just stop, yes.
I mean, you can't say no to a proposal like that. We'll have more with Jimmy a little later in the show, so stick around. And those are your Star Tracks for today.
Stay with us. Jimmy Fallon shares his hilarious behind-the-scenes memories from his days on Saturday Night Live. Plus, Dancing with the Stars pro Peter Murgatroyd is adding a new role to her resume, actress. She tells us all about her brand new movie in just a bit.
All right, it is International Chocolate Day. We've been asking what your favorite chocolate desserts are. Let's check in on our answers.
Marlene says one is a homemade family recipe chocolate cake, and the other is a chocolate soft serve cone.
Allie adds, this is tough. I love a good chocolate cake with vanilla icing, as well as gooey brownies and fresh baked chocolate chip cookies. Those are all I need.
Watch this all day. Keep sending in those tweets, but first we have more from our Dancing with the Stars carpet. Take a look at this.
I'm gonna name 3 country stars. You gotta floss with one, you gotta salsa with one, or you gotta eliminate one. Okay? All right. Blake Shelton, Thomas Rhett, or Luke Bryan?
Okay, so I'm gonna eliminate Blake because Blake lives in LA, and as much as I love Blake, Blake, you don't come around enough. I do love Blake. And I'm probably gonna salsa with Luke and floss with TR.
All right, how about Carrie Underwood, Miranda Lambert, Taylor Swift?
Again, I'm only going because Taylor doesn't live around us anymore. I'm gonna get rid of Taylor. Taylor, I haven't seen you in like 2 years. But that's the only reason, so don't write a song about me. And also, I'm probably, Carrie, I'll probably salsa with, Miranda Lambert will floss, and that'll be a hardcore country floss.
That's hilarious. You never know with Taylor Swift. She might write that diss track, Bobby. Watch out.
You really don't know. Dukes of Hazzard's John Schneider is also part of the cast. He opened up about losing good friend and former co-star Burt Reynolds earlier this month.
I hope they remember Burt by his ability to make people feel instantly welcome, whether he was coming up or whether he was the biggest star on the planet or whether he wasn't. He was an amazing friend to have. He was a wonderful, wonderful force of nature and truly the independent filmmaker's best friend. And I don't know that many people know what he did for the state of Georgia, as far as all the movies that he brought to Georgia. So he was a lover of film, not just a movie star, but a true lover of the art of filmmaking.
How do you think he'd react to seeing you being on Dancing with the Stars?
He'd love it. He'd love it. And I tell you what, if he did a lot of his own stunts and things, Burt would have done Dancing with the Stars if he could.
Oh, I would have loved to see that. Now, John also reflected on his arrest earlier this summer after failing to pay alimony payments, saying now is the perfect time to move forward with the show.
The timing could not possibly be better, especially in light of personal things that have kind of been deteriorating over the past 4 years on one side and never better on the other side. You know, life is a pendulum that does not swing. It's on both sides at the same time.
Got great perspective.
Yeah.
Love that he's able to open up, have a positive attitude.
Yeah, another one of her favorites is Facts of Life star Nancy McKeon. She's ready for that mirror ball with pro partner Val Schmirkovsky.
And she opened up about co-star Charlotte Ray's passing, calling her her angel.
Yeah, she was everything. She was everything. The most amazing woman. She was my angel in life, and I know she's my angel from above.
That's very wonderful. Now, Dancing with the Stars premieres Monday, September 24th on ABC.
On to this, guys. Robin Williams' artwork, career, memorabilia, and toys will be going up for auction next month. The items will be auctioned off at Sotheby's in New York, and a preview display held on Monday in Los Angeles included items such as autographed scripts, awards, and props from the late actor's lifetime.
Also on the list, the watch that Robin wore during his iconic film Dead Poets Society. And if sky-high bids are the first thing that come to mind when you think Robin Williams treasures, you might actually be in luck. Here's what Sotheby's Senior Vice President Nina Del Rio had to say about the auction.
The truth is, this sale has something for everyone. We're expecting interest, I think globally, from Robin Williams fans. The sale in total is expected to bring around $3 million, but really we want everyone to participate, and we represent all price points.
Really amazing event. Plus, a portion of the proceeds will benefit organizations including the Juilliard School, the Wounded Warrior Project, and the Christopher and Dana Reeve Foundation.
All right, moving on to this. Jimmy Fallon took a little walk down memory lane in his interview with People's Jess Cagle, remembering the days leading up to his epic run as a cast member on Saturday Night Live, and how his love of sketch comedy started early.
Like in college, I wouldn't go out on Saturday nights because I wanted to be by myself watching Saturday Night Live from 11:30 to 1. I would watch it every Saturday. I wouldn't go to parties.
Crazy. Jimmy Fallon, of all people, so funny, so popular with all the celebs. You would think that he'd be the life of the party in college, not really hiding out in his dorm room.
But those late nights all by himself paid off. He became a Saturday Night Live regular for 6 seasons, brought us so many great sketches, and maybe one of the best eras of Weekend Update ever.
But Jimmy dropped a bombshell, one of our favorite SNL sketches, guys. It almost never happened. And 2 words for you here: more cowbell. Take a look.
Almost didn't make it to air.
Really?
Yeah. And then they just added it to air, and it was at the end of the show. And Will did this thing when he was playing the cowbell. He would play it, and his shirt would come up a little bit, and his gut would hang out, like his gut would hang out the bottom.
Yeah.
And that would make me laugh, you know. But on air, he wore a smaller shirt, so more of his stomach just came out.
It kept riding.
It was
up.
almost up. It was like a
It was
half
kind
shirt.
of a
By the
genius
end,
costume choice.
Our wardrobe is just great on our show and Saturday Night Live. They're just brilliant. They go above and beyond. What detail, and they know exactly what they're doing for everything. So on air, everyone upped their game. Again, shakes. The room shook, and I had one line, and I was about to do my line, and I was laughing. I go, oh my, whatever my line was, I blew it. I blew my line because I was laughing.
Don't blow this for us, Gene! Quit being so selfish, Gene!
And I went back. I'm like, oh, I blew my line. And everyone's like, dude, you can't laugh. I go, I know, but that was so funny. They're like, no, it's funny when you're watching, but you can't laugh at it when you're in the sketch.
It's such a classic. You can watch Jess Cagle's entire interview with Jimmy Fallon streaming now on PeopleTV. All right, now take a look at this.
I originally came to LA to start acting in 2010, but I kind of just landed back into dancing. Dance with the Stars offered me a contract, and that's kind of how that got rolling. But it was always my dream to act.
And now, Dancing with the Stars' Peter Murgatroyd is turning that dream into a reality. Starring in her very first film, Faith, Hope, and Love, she conveniently plays a dancing instructor in the rom-com. And get this, real-life husband and fellow dancer Max Schmirkovsky makes a cameo. So how was acting with the Hubs?
I mean, I guess just filming something with your partner like that. I think that he was more nervous than I was at that stage. Yeah, so he flubbed a few lines first, and then I flubbed a few lines. I think we were just like, it was just like a funny moment. Then we got our together. Oh, sorry.
I mean, his acting chops seem like they're there, though.
Oh, I think he can really act. I want to see him play like a Russian gangster or something. I think that's right up his alley.
Yeah.
He's got a heavy accent, so
yeah, it makes
it's
sense.
going to be hard.
It's fitting for him.
Right.
And then when it comes to him watching back, right, he sees you having this sort of romantic thing with the male lead. What's his reaction to that? I think he'd be a pretty funny guy to watch with and to hear his comments.
Yeah, that scene where we had our first kiss was filmed at 2 a.m. in the morning outside this dance studio. I didn't realize, I thought Max had, gone around the corner or, gone to get something to eat. But he was sitting in his car watching us. And I was like, are you? You're really watching us. And he was so cute, and he was all for it. He came to me the next day and he was like, oh, I really didn't like seeing that. So yeah, and he said it felt like he was losing me, watching me get taken by another man. And it was so cute, yeah.
Wow, made Max a little nervous there. Peta also opened up about how supportive Max has been throughout this new adventure. Here's what she told us.
He took the reign with looking after Shy, because I was doing 14-hour days. So I was driving out 2 hours to film something and to come back. So I was getting back sometimes at 2 a.m. in the morning. And he would have Shy the whole day. So he was incredible, and he has always been the person that has said to me, I want you to think bigger. I want you to go bigger, and I want you to do everything that you ever want to do in life. Not many people have actually said that to me. He's the one not saying, stay at home with the baby, be a mother. He's all for me going out and achieving my dreams. So.
I'm so happy for her, and it was cool to know that she wanted to be an actress before Dancing with the Stars and all of that, because I think we all know her as a dancer.
Yeah.
Here she had these dreams, and now she gets to do this film.
Yeah, it's great to see them doing what they really love.
Yeah.
And they're together, love each other too, the whole thing. Coming up tomorrow, guys, more from Chris Harrison. He's giving us his take on the backlash over the new Bachelor Colton Underwood, and spilling on diving back into the dating world. Things have changed for Chris Harrison.
Really interesting stuff. Here we're talking about dating, now getting back into it.
Yeah, and the new rules is his thing, right? Like, watch out.
All right, thanks for watching. For now, we leave you with one last thing from Peter Murgatroyd. Enjoy.
Bye, guys.
Hey guys, I'm Peter Murgatroyd, and this is one last thing. The last time I laughed so hard I cried was when Shy has been reverting back to his breastfeeding ways and opening up my shirt and poking at my boobs to see if they still work. The last time I cha-cha'd was on my birthday, my 32nd birthday, at Gold Bar in New York. We danced till 4 a.m. and that's really late for me. My last date night was last night, actually. Max and I went out, had a beautiful candlelit dinner. It was amazing.